Shavua Tov, everyone. Welcome to Confirmation 2020. What an interesting journey this confirmation year has been. Charlie, Olivia, Jane, Zach, Andy, and Berkeley. You six are so very different, each incredibly unique, so beautifully reflecting this big and diverse community of beliefs and practice. But each of you sits on this surreal Zoom confirmation evening, very committed to independently affirming your continued place in the world as Jewish adults. Certainly your Jewish journeys will take very different pathways, but I don't doubt for a moment any of your deep connections to your faith. And I personally take great comfort in knowing this community will always be your Jewish home away from home. These recent months have felt dark on days, and it's been a specifically painful week in this country. But I've been thinking about something Rabbi Leder recently said about shadows. And while I'm taking it out of context, and there's not a chance I will say it as eloquently as he did, the gist is this. In order for there to be those dark shadows, there must be light. You cannot have a shadow without a cast of light. For me, for the future, you six, you are the light. You are the hope. I am confident that as you affirm your commitment to our faith, you will continue your journey, remembering the importance of Torah, and not in the literal sense, but in the sense that you will always value its teachings, our traditions, and the importance of learning and deeper study, moving through your lives as Judaism teaches us with chesed and rachamim, kindness and compassion, never forgetting the importance of tikkun olam, striving always to do what you can to make this world a much better place. Thank you for being the light. Thank you for being on this journey. Tonight, you joined confirmands from Wilshire Boulevard Temple, dating back to 1870. Mazel tov.
Always got to be the one. I get that out of the way for everybody. I am now unmuted, so don't worry. But Kathy, that was beautiful. Thank you so much for your wonderful words. And as part of our exploration this year, we were looking at ourselves, affirming our place as Jews in the Jewish community and the greater Los Angeles community. We're constantly asking ourselves, well, what does that even mean? When we answer the question, who here is Jewish? And we all answer affirmatively, I am Jewish. When we say that, it means so many different things to each and every one of us. And that was one of the opportunities that we had in exploring, what does it mean to each of us to be Jewish? How do we identify ourselves as part of this greater Jewish community and greater Los Angeles community. So I would like for us to share now a very special montage video that each and every confirmand had an opportunity to answer that question of what does it mean for them to say, I am Jewish.
I am the lakeside cabin in the north woods of Wisconsin.
I am the old candlestick holders we made in elementary school.
I'm the mezuzah my father kisses on the doorstep every so often.
I am the one who sets up the Sunday food pantry on Friday with my father.
I am B'Tselem Elohim, made in the image of God.
I am Zenio. I am Ayad. I am Zion.
I am the Rocky Mountains in Leadville, Colorado.
I am the menorah who stands tall despite my surroundings being decimated.
I am the one working to put family first, trying to heal broken bonds.
I am the 40 relatives who gather for the annual Passover Seder.
I'm the latkes and homemade applesauce my mother so tediously labors over that I gulp down in seconds.
I am the out-of-tune instruments in Adon Olam.
I am the nervous Torah chanter in Rosh Hashanah services.
I'm learning that Judaism does not have one singular meaning.
I am an Israelite.
I am a daughter.
I am a camp counselor.
I am history.
I am the continuation of the Jewish tradition.
I am Jewish.
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 In a moment, we're going to start the ritual of Havdalah. There's a tradition that at Havdalah, not only are we saying goodbye to Shabbat and welcome to the week, but what we're really trying to do is hold on to the essence of Shabbat as we move into the week. And so we have all these different senses that we're supposed to experience so that we can hold on to those things. And some even have the tradition of taking some of the wine and placing it on their eyelids to hold on to that sweetness into the week. So we asked our confirmands to introduce each part of the Havdalah service and to do so in this frame of what are they going to hold on to as they transition into this new phase of their Jewish education after all these years that they've spent at our religious school and how they've grown Jewishly. What is the essence of what they're taking with them as they move forward? So with that, we will begin the Havdalah ceremony. It is now my honor to invite Olivia to share some beautiful words of Torah.
Music has always played a huge role in my connection with Judaism. Nearly every prayer, every song, and every celebration includes some form of music. Even chanting Torah comes with learning two parts, the words and the background music. To me, the melodies behind Judaism lay out the meaning behind my connection with this community. In times where we are somber, we sing the solemn and low Mourner's Kaddish. In times where we are joyful, we celebrate with an upbeat Modeh Ani, jumping and clapping when it calls for it. In times where we are humble, we reflect through the oh so powerful Shema. This is what Judaism has come to mean to me. The music accompanies me within places in which I am moved, places where I can ponder, places where I can be cheerful. Judaism connects it all. When I continue towards other walks of life, I'd like to bring with me this idea of music being an embodiment of feeling and experience. This is something with which I can connect every bit and piece of my life, and something which I will always hold dear to my heart. I hope that when my experience with this group and these people becomes something of the past, I will continue holding the music and the memories with me towards the future.
Beautiful. Thank you, Olivia. So before we continue with the blessing over the wine, it is my honor to invite Berkeley to share some meaningful words of Torah.
Thank you, Rabbi. In our first confirmation meeting, the rabbis took us to downtown Los Angeles to visit the original site of the WBT congregation. As we discussed the founding of the temple and the move to the Wilshire location, the importance of unity through religion was striking. Uniting through Judaism is key in today's world of pandemic and division. No matter the location of your worship, one can always strive to protect their fellow Jewish community and right to practice their faith. Thank you to Rabbi Eshel and Nickerson for leading our confirmation class. And lastly, as protesters flood our streets tonight, I wish all of our fellow congregants, men and women in blue, and guardsmen safety. Hold the line, Godspeed.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Berkeley. And now we continue with the blessing over our wine. Thanks, Berkeley. And now, before we continue with the blessing over the spices, maybe you noticed that Zach, his picture isn't here anymore because Zach tonight, on top of becoming a confirmation, he is also graduating from high school this evening. But it was so important for him to be a part of this that he stayed with us up to the very last moment, even driving in his gown. Knowing that he wasn't going to be able to participate, he actually recorded his piece that I would like for us to share now with everyone.
Tonight, I am graduating from high school and closing a chapter of my Jewish life, my youth at Wilshire Boulevard Temple. When I look back upon everything that I have learned from these experiences, I want to take with me the ability to take a deep breath, pause, and reflect. To me, the spices of Havdalah commemorate this. Whenever I smell the cloves and cinnamon, I am instantly transported back to the simpler times, where I can look back upon the last week or reminisce over memories. The unique smell of Havdalah spices are a pungent reminder of this responsibility, and the smell reminds us to slow down, reflect, and appreciate all that is around us.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei besamim borei minei besamim yain alai.
And now, as we move into the light of our candle, I would like to invite Jane to share some light of Torah.
Throughout my time at Temple, I've learned many lessons on the value of being a part of an intentional community and how to carry Jewish values throughout each group I'm a part of. During Lent's program, I was able to participate in discussions about current events looking through a Jewish lens. Each person was able to contribute to the conversation without fear of judgment and was able to freely share their opinion. I hope to create a safe space for people to share their thoughts throughout my life, whether that is within session. We went to downtown LA and looked at group, but felt immediately. Being confirmed is an affirmation connected to the people and places around me and bringing my best self. Hello?
Beautiful. Hi, Jane. Thank you. What's that? Yeah, do you want to read it again?
Of course.
Okay, read it again. Here we go.
Hi. Throughout my time at Temple, I've learned many lessons on the value of being a part of an intentional community and how to carry Jewish values throughout each group I am a part of. During Wednesday night program, I was able to participate in discussions about current events looking through a Jewish lens. Every person was able to contribute to the conversation without fear of judgment and was able to freely share their opinion. I hope to create a safe space for people to share their thoughts throughout my life, whether that is with my family or friends. In the first confirmation session, we went to downtown LA and looked at historically Jewish places near Grand Central Market. I did not know many people in the group, but felt immediately accepted and was able to form instant bonds with everyone. Being confirmed is an affirmation of my faith in the value of feeling connected to the people and places around me and bringing my best self to every group I am in. Thanks.
Beautiful, Jane. Thank you. And now as we move into this transitional moment between the holy and the profane, quote unquote profane, moving in from Shabbat to the rest of the week, we also talk about the transition that we make in our lives. And it is my honor to invite Charlie to share some transitional words of Torah.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I've been attending Wilshire Boulevard Temple ever since I was in preschool. Every time I walk through those gates, up to 14 years of memories and life lessons rush back into my mind. I believe that a large part of Wilshire is about being accepting of all people and all cultures, not just Judaism. In Wednesday night program, we were told to invite anyone to join us, even if they weren't Jewish. And in those Wednesday night sessions, we often strayed from Jewish learning and discussed several other cultures as well. In our second confirmation meeting, we attended an Australian evangelical church service. When we walked into the church, we were greeted with open arms and smiles. The service was unlike anything I had ever seen. There were fog machines, strobe lights, and the music was deafening. The bright lights and loud music weren't what surprised me, however. The congregation was so invested in the music and the sermons, and I could tell just by their facial expressions that this Sunday night service was where they felt accepted and welcome. Although it was vastly different from the services I was accustomed to, I understood that cultural differences are to be celebrated. Though we are all apart tonight, it is a privilege to come together as a community and celebrate our confirmation. Thank you.
Beautiful, Charlie. Thank you so much as we extinguish our flame and move into the welcoming of Elijah, Eliyahu Hanavi, and talking about that transition of hopefulness. I would like to invite Andy to share some hopeful words of Torah.
I would like to thank all the rabbis, cantors, and teachers at Wilshire Boulevard Temple for everything they've taught me. I will take everything I've learned about Judaism with me. I will appreciate everything, even the small things, every day. I will give back and be a part of my community. I will be a mensch wherever I go. I will do the right and moral thing for myself and others. I will celebrate Shabbat and the high holy days and our past. I will try to give tzedakah as much as I can. I will continue to represent my Jewish community in the best ways possible. I am proud, happy, and lucky to be Jewish. Thank you.
Oh, and let us say Amen. Eliyahu Hanavi, here we come.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Elohim. המבדיל בין קודש לכל, חטאותינו ימחול, זרענו וחסדנו ירבה כחול, וככוכבים בלילה. שבוע טוב, 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 שבוע טוב. A good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase. Eliyahu Anavi, Eliyahu Atishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimhera veyamenu, Yavo eleinu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David, Eliyahu Anavi, Eliyahu Atishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi.
Shavua Tov. But before we end,
Shavua
we need to
Tov.
bless all of you. So Berkeley and Charlie and Jane and Olivia and Andy, if your parents are close by, if they could get into the screen and be close to you, and if all the clergy could come onto the screen at this time as well.
Look at that, so good.
Olivia and Berkeley, do you guys have people coming to you?
Negative.
Virtually negative. Okay. We'll be virtually putting our hands on you guys as well. For you parents, obviously, this is a big milestone for you too, whether it's a graduation from school, but whether marking a moment like this, a transition to a new stage of Jewish education. Mazel Tov to you, to taking your children on this journey, for committing to this community and for committing your children to be a part of this organization and to continually learn. And may you always, even as they grow older and someday they will leave your home and they won't be in your nest, know that we are always here, not only for them, but for you as well. And this is always going to be your community. And so with the clergy wrapping virtually our arms around you, along with Kathy, our head of school, and of course, you parents who are close by with your arms on the shoulders of your children, we want to offer you one of the most ancient blessings of our tradition, one of peace and hope.
Turn on your video.
No, it won't let me.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there we
okay,
see.
Good.
There we go.
Someone's got to sing it, not me. May God bless you and protect you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God always shine upon you and be kind to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'asem lecha shalom.
And may God's light always shine upon you, helping you find your way. And may God grant you the greatest gift, the gift of peace. And together we all say, Amen.
Siman tov,
Mazel tov, everybody.
Mazel tov, siman tov, mazel tov, siman tov, mazel tov, siman tov, Yehelanu. Siman tov, mazel tov, siman tov, mazel tov, siman tov, mazel tov, siman tov, Yehelanu. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. David Melech Yisrael, Ohev Kayam. David Melech Yisrael, Ohev Kayam. Mazel Tov, everyone.
Mazel
Mazel
tov.
tov. We're proud of you.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Certificates and gifts are coming in the mail.
Shavua tov, everyone.
Shavua tov,
Shavua
everyone.
Tov.
Bye, everyone.
Shavua
Thank
tov.
you.
Congratulations.